Hello everyone, Kiaowe here with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. My opponent today is Galdraith with the Big Chabowski. I am recording the next 3 battles, are all after the fact because this was on my long road trip. I didn't really change anything on my defense. This was a very good opponent. One shot everything except Mr. Darth Revan. Thank goodness. Otherwise this would have been an interesting match to say the least. But at least I got one defensive hold. So far my defense has been doing pretty well. I've not changed anything, so if any of my opponents watch anything, they know what they're going to face. In front of me, here we go. Nothing too out of the ordinary. They did separate a Malik. And then down below, we got Ray and company, and I believe, if I remember right, this Ray is high offense. So I have to change up my strategy because I have the armor on defense. I might start saving the armor for offense in case I do run across, here we go, offensive Ray. Just to make sure that it, yeah, 10,000, over 10,000. Just to make sure that the Sith Eternal can withstand the blows from Ray. As I mentioned before, I did all these battles. I didn't have time to do them live. I was doing battles on the road trip, at breaks. When I had breaks at the house, it was just a non-stop go, 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 go. So it was a little bit difficult to get these battles in. I did the best I could, and luckily, you know, there was really no game planning or anything. I didn't have time to really look at anything, so I just kind of went in blind and just hoping that what I thought would work would work, just from experience and from my thought process as to what was in front of me and what characters I thought would be able to get the job done. At the end of the video, there will be a nice little picture of us on the road, me and a couple of my boys in the van as we're taking the long trip out to Utah, and then obviously back again to Ohio. That was a long road trip. It's just sad that we spent 4 days on the road and only 3 days there, but it was well worth it. That's for sure. In this battle, because of the high offense Ray, I didn't think that C with Watt by themselves would be able to get the job done, so I brought in Supreme Leader Kylo. I have not done this battle since last 3v3, if I remember right. And I think I even lost this battle one time with Supreme Leader Kylo, just because I played it so bad. Because I haven't used it, and when I do use it, it stresses me out. But we played this one really, really well, I think. We got everyone in the damage immunity, which is fantastic. Now Kylo is getting angry. Excuse me. And we're just kind of patiently waiting for Rey to do her thing. Fracture is now over. I am curious, just from a banner standpoint, like, I think, no, Rey would have still got off some attacks. I was wondering at this is where I was contemplating, should I go into Ultimate to try to preserve my protection, as well as my health, to see if it's possible to get full health and protection. But so I really don't know. Maybe if I was at 100%, it would have worked. I can't remember. I can't go back now, but I don't know what percentage I was at. Let me know what you think of it. If you think there was really any way to, I think her basics would at least taken the protection away. I don't think I could have stayed in the ultimate stance long enough to really get that back. But that's okay. That's what a difference of just one banner. when you're doing Supreme Leader Kylo against Rey, for the most part, you're going to usually end up with just 47 banners. And I knew that going in, and because they dropped a battle to Darth Revan, I was willing to give that up. Just to make sure I got the win, as long as, of course, as long as you play it right. As like I mentioned before, I failed in that battle last time. Last 3v3 season, whenever that was. Alright, now we are doing the typical Wedge, Han, and Chewie against Finn and the Resistance heroes. Finn, of course, had to get a shot in. Now I'm trying to get banners back by seeing if I can get Chewie to go as much as possible. And voila! We got our 54 banners, which is great. Now we have this annoying Nute, the Master Banner Stealer himself. And Dooku and B1. That is a great combination. I mean, it doesn't show in my video because I edited out lots of stuff. And I couldn't do it live, but I wasn't really sure like what to use against it with what I had, because I didn't want to give up too much because I wasn't sure what was in the back. I opted to go with this Shaak T, Arc, and Echo, hoping that with all the extra attacks and with the... Oh wait, no, I don't go with Echo. I think I go with Rex. But with Shaak T and her leadership, I was hoping I'd be fast enough, and then top of that, provide enough healing, and with Arc and the extra attacks from the turret, that I could get through B1 quick enough. And the reason why I went with Rex instead of Echo was just for the tenacity up, so I don't get stun locked forever from Dooku. I'm not really sure. This is a tough team to go against. And like I said, I didn't really have time to look to see what might be a better counter with what I had. But it actually worked out pretty well. It doesn't end up with the most banners. I kind of knew that the max banners I would get from this would just be probably 51. Just because of Nute. And with the extortion, that I just wouldn't be able to get enough, even with Shaak T, get enough protection back to get more than 51 banners. I have to go with against Dooku, since Arc had tenacity up. I didn't think you could stun lock, but now tenacity is over. And there we go, Nute doing Nute things. Thank goodness we got B1 out, just because of the healing and everything else that B1 brings. But now we're just down to Nute, thank goodness. But even still, here he goes, extorting. He's trying to get rid of Shaak T. Shaak T's not having any of it. And here we go. See you later, Nute. Get that extortion out of here. I only end up with 50. Overall, I thought it was a good battle, and it saves me a lot for, like I said, for in the back, because I wasn't sure what would be back there. Surprisingly, there are no GLs. So that gives us a lot of flexibility as to how we want to attack. I have not seen a Qira for a while. Obviously, Nest can be annoying. Here I am checking 3 Baka. Not that it really matters, because I would have just went in with my JTR and the Resistance heroes more than likely anyway. Just because they have been pretty consistent. Well, they've been very consistent because they have not lost yet, but there have been a couple of close calls to where I've almost lost Finn, I believe, but nothing really recent. I don't even recall I think it was because I ended up not running the JTR lead and I ran a Finn lead. I think that was the only time it was pretty close, but with JTR it usually runs pretty well, and I'm not sure if like the AI is is like programmed to go after JTR with CLS sometimes, but I do like the fact that she gets to taunt when Finn throws out the hand grenade, or what? Not the hand grenade, the thermal detonator, or whatever he's throwing out. I don't even know anymore. It just reminds me of like a World War II, where the way he tosses it. Anyway, so I was thinking hand grenade, but that forces her to taunt, and so CLS has to go out after her. She has foresight and doesn't really end up doing anything, which is pretty nice. All right, so that battle is done. Now it's a matter of figuring out how I want to play the rest of it. We still have our couple Galactic Legends with Jedi Master Luke and C. I usually like to try to split up Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke into two good teams to try to take out whatever might be in front of us, because they are pretty solid, at least in getting the victory. Maybe not necessarily in, especially Jedi Master Luke in recovering banners, although it is possible. But Jedi Knight Luke with the Heroes Arise and so forth, he does a great job at recovering. We decided to try for the first time C against Darth Revan solo. Figured it would work, but just wasn't sure. Was a little bit hesitant because I know HK. Actually, I think I've done this before. Or maybe it was Supreme Leader Kylo. No, it was Supreme Leader Kylo I was thinking of. But HK could put out some really good damage. And I know there was one time, again, with I tried Supreme Leader Kylo, and they had HK in there. And HK did a one massive shot on Supreme Leader Kylo. I think it got him into, I think he might have got him into the red. So, and I wasn't at full, I wasn't at full ultimate, but I wasn't going to play around anymore with HK dealing out the massive damage. So I opted to just go into ultimate just to get the match over with, because I was stressing out a little bit. Good old HK doing good work. And Sith Eternal's like, get out of here. Let me show you my power. And off they go. Alright. Can't recall which battle I'm going to do next. We'll find out here in a second. All these battles, I can't even tell you, to be honest. I don't remember a lot of these battles. I just had so much going on this past week. Alright, we're going against Grievous. Can I just say, Mon Mothma has been money. I started this last season in 3v3 using Mothma with Cassian and Cara, and they have been fantastic. And this season, they've been getting a solid 53 banners for me. If I had like Cara, probably Relic 7 or something like that, or I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I like the way her modding is right now. I would like to get her faster, but I'm running all health sets on her with as much speed as possible. I think she's around 290. And just for her survivabilities, that's the reason I'm running it. But if she was probably Relic 7, I could more than likely put a speed set and match what she is currently at as far as health and protection. And I don't remember her mastery stats, but I'll have to look at that just to see what that would put her at. That might make her more, I can't remember if it's more of a defensive mastery stats or offensive, since she kind of is both, depending on who's in there as far as the leader goes. All right. It was great to have that ability block. One thing I don't want is Magnaguard cleaning off. There we go. The only thing that's kind of, you got to just be kind of careful is where the characters are at, and then where you're at, because if Cara is low and Cassian is low at the same time as far as health and protection, and you kill off a character and another character is really low and you're kind of forced to kill off that character, it could be a game over. So just kind of have to play the game on where you're at and where the other team is at, just to kind of avoid that, because that was the one time I lost. And I think not obviously not in this battle, but in one of my other Mon Mothma battles coming up that I'll show. I'm going to try to put out a video obviously today, hopefully tonight, and then another one tomorrow morning, so you'll get a bunch of them quickly since the new round is starting. I might be in the championship round. It gets pretty close, and it's because I just didn't, the way I attacked, I didn't play it correctly. I didn't take my own advice, and I let it get a little bit too close. But thank goodness Cassian had just enough health to where I'm able to survive. I mean, I still had other teams. I could have taken Jedi Knight Revan against it afterwards, but I would have dropped a battle, and I don't want to drop a battle. I've only dropped one battle so far, I think, this whole Grand Arena, and that was in ships. I think that was the only one that I can recall. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway. All right, now we just have our wonderful girl Nest to deal with, and Grandmaster Yoda says, "Get out of here." All right, easy 53 banners. We have some Geos. We got some Night Sisters. Nothing too out of the ordinary, which is always a good thing, because you feel a little bit more comfortable. As long as you have the right counters for them, then you feel a little bit more comfortable as to what you're going to use when you go in, unless you're trying to banner pinch and want to try to maybe short things up a little bit. Like in this battle, I figured that gas would be good enough, that along with the counterattacks, with the massive damage he puts out, that it wouldn't really be an issue. But I was a little scary, because if he were to sit down, then there's obviously a huge possibility that I would have ended up losing a character, or maybe two, who knows. And then instead of right there 52 banners, it would have been probably 47 banners. I think gas would have probably been able, because of the counterattacks, been able to finish them off, but you never know. You just never know. Now we have some, I don't know if I do the Night Sister battle left. I can't remember how many battles I left. I think it's a couple. I don't remember if I do Night Sisters here or if I do one of the other battles. Oh no, we still got, two more teams at the top? Oh, so we have crew, and we still got Bam left to deal with. We still have our Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke, and we still have Vader. I think I was just trying to decide on what teams to use and how I wanted to split them up. I opted to go with, I love using Dark Troopers, so I wanted to find a way to use them. So I opted to take them in against Bam. I was worried that with the Whistling Birds, that it would do really huge damage on Dark Trooper. And right there, thank goodness the AI isn't like, because I'm pretty sure he could have used his damage immunity, but instead opted to go into Whistling Birds. But I can't get over to him and they go off. And right there, I ended up losing 2 stacks of the trooper. I was able to get one back, if I remember right. I think that's how it played out. But it still ends up getting the job done, just not for as much banners as I thought. I thought it would go, the battle would go a lot quicker. but not being able to really take anything out at the beginning, it took a little bit longer than what I had hoped. Still able to get 52 banners, but IG-11 is just so thick. IG-11, I like IG-11, and I like Kuiil, and I like Bam. I know most people don't, but I I like Bam, just not in 3v3. For 5v5, yes. Unless I can come up with some. I've been trying to come up with something where Bam might work. Might try running Bam with Bo to see if there's anything there, but not really. All right, that battle went so fast. Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke, I talked right through it. I guess there was really not much to be said. That you're just gonna overpower them. Now against the Night Sisters, we still have our Watt. First I was gonna go with Vader lead, and then I opted, you know what, let's get the turn meter train running. And I'm pretty sure I go with Palpatine. Just also put in some stuns. Guess I could have thrown in Moff Gideon, but I wanted the turn meter train to get going. There we go. We got the weapon tech on Vader. Let's show him who's the boss. Boom. Force Crush. Merciless Massacre. Let's say goodbye. Don't have to worry about revives. Thank goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Vader, you are the man. Goodbye, Daka. Once that train goes, it's just awesome to see. All right, easy 54 banners. Now we are on to ships. I'm not going to go over ships. You can watch them. I'm just not going to commentate. And like I said, if you want to see just a van picture of me in the van with a couple of my boys, it'll be at the end of the video. Look forward to 2 more videos coming out, and much like this one, maybe I'll try to shrink them down even more, just to get into the battles. And maybe I'll throw in some more pictures, or maybe a video of our trip out in Utah, because it was absolutely beautiful. The mountains are amazing. I love them, and the weather was actually perfect out there. Couldn't ask for anything better. All right, Kiaowe out.